What's the first big change in your life that you noticed when you started meditating?
It's a very important question. So, as I said, my career, what I went to school for, was to become a lawyer. And I became a lawyer before I knew who I was. I really became a lawyer as a result of trying to make myself into something. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, amidst a lot of poverty and a lot of violence. And Brooklyn was not the swanky place it is today. There were no yoga studios and latte shops. It was a place that a person really wanted to get away from. So I did a lot of running. I ran from Brooklyn to undergraduate school, and undergraduate school to graduate school, and graduate school to law school, and law school to the big and important job as a lawyer and a lobbyist. The problem with the job was that it was really killing me, my spirit, my soul, the essence, I think, of who I was and who I was becoming. As I began to practice mindfulness and meditation and compassion, really for myself, which took many, many years, one of the big changes that I noticed was how I interacted as a lobbyist. And I really began practicing meditation at work because I was at work a lot. So for example, when I was in the halls of Congress or in the state capitol talking to legislators as a lobbyist, I would focus on my breath. I would focus on my body rather than trying to convince the other person that I'm right and he or she or the other person is wrong. I switched that. I shifted that. And this was the result of my practice. I began to take a sincere and genuine interest in the other person. I tried to understand the other person's position first. How does this person feel? Why is this issue important? And that shift from my own particular wanting to win, wanting to be right, to care, kindness, and interest in the other person was the result of practicing compassion for myself and compassion for all beings. And that was a major change and shift.
Wow, it really sounds like that must have made an incredible difference in the outcome as well. I imagine people in Congress don't bump into lobbyists like that every day.
Totally. It made a huge, huge shift.